Even in a historic coal town, the prospect of a new mine is controversial.
I don't have a problem being called an NIMBY. I'm here to fight for what I think can be a better place.
The Crowsnest Pass in southwest Alberta is at a crossroads, whether to return to mining or leave coal in the past.
For 50 years we've been talking about tourism, but it doesn't bring the investment, the mortgage-paying jobs.
A bitter battle escalating ahead of a public vote next month. No matter where you look, there are signs professing affection for coal here and others highlighting the environmental risk. The community has been a coal town for generations, stretching back more than 100 years. The last coal mine in the area closed in the 1980s. Hundreds of people here still work in coal, commuting every day to mines across the border in BC.
I have a one-bedroom.
The owners of this bed and breakfast rely on tourism, but what they really want is the return of coal mining.
I would like to see it go ahead, and the sooner the better. This community needs employment.
As a kid, he remembers how busy the shops were when the mines were still open.
There would have been 3 hardware stores, 4 or 5 clothing stores, 4 or 5 grocery stores. Now we have basically nothing. So when they shut down the mines in the mid-70s, people started to dissipate from here, and the business just went away.
Others have different memories, and that's why they're worried.
It was a dirty place. There was coal dust covering everything.
Retired realtor John Redekop wants to leave coal in the history books. Instead, he says the Crow's Nest should double down on tourism, considering it's perfect for outdoor adventures like backcountry skiing, mountain biking, and fly fishing. The choice is tourism or coal. He says it can't be both.
I don't have a problem being called an NIMBY. This is a beautiful place, and I love my community, and I'm here to fight for what I think can be a better place.
The fight is over Grassy Mountain. The views here are breathtaking, but all the focus is on what's below your feet.
Behind me, I have Grassy Mountain, and this is an unreclaimed area. So it was an area that was mined for several decades and then left 60 years ago.
Grassy Mountain was already mined once before, decades ago, with remnants not hard to find. The company now owning the site, Northback, wants to open its own mine, producing steel-making coal for at least the next 20 years. Northback is giving public tours and trying to alleviate concerns about dust and pollution.
Here in Alberta, we have this valuable resource, and we believe that we can extract it responsibly and safely.
There is debris left over from past mining on the mountain. Northback is pledging to properly clean it up, but only if its new mine is approved.
So this letter goes to Premier Daniel Smith.
Carmen and Troy Linderman are convinced. They're working to galvanize support in the community to bring back the coal mining industry.
For 50 years we've been talking about tourism coming in and doing things, and we've had pockets of that, and we've had some success, there's no doubt. But it doesn't bring the investment, the mortgage-paying jobs. They're just not happening.
They have a website and social media page while holding events and attending markets. The stakes, they feel, couldn't be higher.
The fear is that our community is shrinking and dying.
For opponents, their worries often come back to water. So precious, it has to be protected. The Grassy Mountain project would risk polluting waterways, which is already a problem at some coal mines in BC.
The main concern is the water. This is the headwaters of the Crowsnest River. This water eventually flows into Hudson Bay. This watershed, the Crowsnest watershed, has been severely damaged by mining and by logging. It needs to be restored.
The plebiscite is not binding, but will give the municipality direction on whether or not to advocate for a return to coal. No matter how the political winds blow, many in the Crow's Nest can't wait for the vote to be over so the community can move forward again.